State Nittany Lions. We stay the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Lincoln Riley before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Thanks.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Hansen. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Beck. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it right on the field. He's loose. Touchdown, Penn State! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Jordan. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. makes a grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down. Now,
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
this pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
You'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. possession. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply ran out.
On the ground, it's Jordan. He breaks a tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it. Shakes off the defender. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Just feeds the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. To the air, it's Mayaba. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. The sure hands, it's Bowman. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Going to the run, it's Miller. Fights off a defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Right back to him on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying play action. Makes a catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the big fella's trying to work the drag route. He does a good job getting lost in the wash. He comes out the other side. He's open. He's just got to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Trojans! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Hansen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking for a man, it's Beck. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That
Louisville Cardinals and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum.
Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the USC Trojans and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. Looking for blockers. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped at for a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running the option. It's Brown. Got a little grass. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Motion from the back. Brown will throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. The run inside. It's Jordan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Runs for the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He might want another play. To the air. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Barber. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll run the counter. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running inside. It's Miller. There's some room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa27. Makes the grab on the left. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to barrel in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. On the move at the 30. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa27. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you bet.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Over the middle, it's Williams. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. QB got it himself. There he goes. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
Oh, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it's
breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quickly.
Finding some room, picks up the 1st down. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Running behind that left side. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ncaa27. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Jordan. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They come out for the first time in this 2nd half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks the tackle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Makes him talk to the hand.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Running inside. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Makes the grab in their space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Under. Spider up, play. Reps. Where did he go?
Off the play fake. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got it near midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Maybe a crease. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This is a designed run. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Brown will throw it. He's got his man across the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Huskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Could be an alley. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Cornhuskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early. And quieting this crowd down.
run inside. It's Cobb.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
86
Quarterback making checks. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Back to pass, it's Calandria. It's on target and complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nelson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
in the red zone here on second down. Defense looks like they're coming. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialing in on it.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Huskers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Nelson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Cobb. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pulls it on the option. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Brown will throw it. Finds his man. It's Eccles. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half.
It's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barney. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. Nice move to keep running. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Sweep. Ready? Wide, big three. Ready, go.
To the air on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Go.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires quickly. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. Gives it on the option. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Brown wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go right back downfield. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown will throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Tiger! They'll line up to go for two. And this will be caught as they convert the two.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They still have work to do. Trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A first down for the offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. So now it's 2nd and long. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Fires one high and deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Under fire.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's taking a deep shot and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Now on the move. Maybe some room here. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the foot.
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Lost to throw again. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Moving out to the right. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to...